has no interest in Dominica, but he has Dominica's passport. He has the same right that you, Matt Peltier, would have, a Dominican, a native Dominican who was born here, who has had to go through the struggles here. I've always said that we don't know for sure how this world is going to turn out, and those economic citizens have equal rights to us. They can come here to live, they can buy our lands, and so on and so forth. But that is a futuristic argument. Well, the point I want to make, under this government watch, we have had not only persons getting those passports and changing their names. I was coming to deed polls. Matt, would you be aware that a man obtains a passport, a Dominican passport? He then changes his name for an agent. So he's John Blow, a native of Jordan, and then he would change his name to Matt Brown by a deed poll, which the laws have changed to that because it was being abused. So Matt Brown now applies for a U.S. visa and gets a visa under Matt Brown. He has an English name, but his original name is John Blow. So that was happening. And so to add to that, Matt, what was happening is that some of these applicants never went through due diligence. Again, we have some greedy passport agents. So a man is wealthy, he's tarnished, his reputation is tarnished criminally, he may have been convicted in a particular jurisdiction. If he has to go through due diligence, that will be revealed. So to avoid having to go through due diligence, he contacts a passport agent, a CBI agent for his attorney, and he says, look, I'm aware that I have this, and if I were to go through due diligence, I would not be qualified to get a Dominican citizenship. So are you willing to take $1 million US and to waive that requirement and allow me to get that citizenship? We have had a few cases like that, Mark. That is how some of these criminals, international criminals, were able to get Dominica's passport. They did not go through due diligence. So that is information that the U.S. State Department would have. It is no surprise that the U.S. is acting like that. A number of us, opposition leaders, have not only published materials in respect to the mismanagement of our CBI program.
But the important question, Joshua, as we wrap up, the important question is, I mean, we are looking for solutions too. How do we get out of that hole? How do we get out of that hole at this time?
Well, Matt, it's going to take some time. As you realize, the government of Dominica and other Eastern Caribbean islands, and now all Eastern Caribbean islands will be engaged in this passport business. They have had to go back to their legal draftsmen to legislate pieces of laws in compliance to international standards in the management of citizenships. So in Dominica, the Prime Minister alluded to legislation which was enacted sometime this year.
In October?
No, this 14th of October. These pieces of legislation are not original to the government. These pieces of legislation are in response to international demands. We heard the European Union giving us a warning. So really, countries all around us have been warning us and have been giving us signals that unless we make certain changes, that they will reject these economic citizens. These golden passport days will be over. So the government has already taken one step, but we must go beyond that, Matt. Because, of course, we can put things on paper and don't necessarily execute it. And that is one of the problems we have had. We have had regulations and laws concerning the management of our citizenship program. But sadly, some of the agents do not go in accordance with the law. And at the heart of it is greed. It's about money. The passport program has served as a cesspool for dishonest agents to make money at the expense of Dominica's reputation. And the government would be fully aware of some of these agents. Have you ever heard an agent being fired? Have you ever heard an agent losing his license in this country, man?
No. But they're getting richer every day.
Well, exactly. A select few, and you have never heard of the government revoking a license from one or two agents. A matter of fact, the main company, Montreal Management, has sold more passports than any other agent in Dominica. And you have heard a number of allegations of transgressions in respect to this company. This is the very company that we gave a contract to build an international airport. To this date, we do not know what are the terms of reference. We don't know what are the conditions. And yet this government talks about transparency and commitment. But that is just No, I was about to use a particular phrase, but essentially I will not do so. But it's for Dominicans to realize, Matt, that until his government comes clean, all right, and not clean only the international community, but the Dominicans, because love starts at home. Because the idea is this government is talking about responding to international demands. And right here in Dominica, we have been asking this government to publish certain things about the CBI program, and to date, we haven't had success. So in that regard, Matt, if we are talking about correcting this, the government of Dominica has to do several things. Number one, the government has to come clean with the people of Dominica. The government needs to stop misleading the public with double-barrel statements designed to obscure the truth. The government needs to clarify to all Dominican citizens that U.S. visa renewals are not possible under the current restrictions. Let's get to the point. You can get a U.S. visa as of the 1st of January 2026 until such time. Now, the proclamation speaks about a 90-day review. Well, there may, upon review, there may be a rescission or a cancellation of the visa restriction, or there may not. I am not that optimistic, Matt. Then the government needs to be honest about visa applications. Yes, you can apply, but no, you will not receive a visa. Stop creating false hope. There's no need to give the public false hope and to further injure the people of Dominica.
I'll take you out on that note, Joshua. Thank you very much, though. Thank you. That's the spokesperson or leader of the UPP in a sharp reaction there to the ongoing statement by the Prime Minister. Just last week, the PM said this. Of course, that news made regional news. Let's listen to this. Let's listen. Last week,
like everyone else, I mean, we were surprised by the actions of the United States. But first of all, let me make it clear that we respect the sovereignty of the United States. Like any other nation, it has the right to take whatever decisions it believes may be in its national interest. So we're not at odds with the United States on this matter. But certainly we are surprised by the action, because the reason given by the United States government for this decision is that our program does not have a residency requirement. As you know, the Caribbean countries with CBI programs entered into an agreement and subsequently enacted legislation. In Dominica's case, we enacted the legislation on October 15, 2025, and central to that legislation and agreement is the requirement of residency. Now, both the agreement and the legislation were thoroughly reviewed by the United States through the United States.
909. My telephones are blowing up. Hello, talk to me. Yes, good morning.
When I know people come in with long introduction, Matt.
Yes,
Matt,
please.
There's a saying, shoot in Norway, South Ekefe. Matt Lee.
What's up? Sorry about that, Blessings. Your telephone is gone. On the telephone, hello, talk to me. Yes?
Yeah, good morning, Matt.
Morning to you, sir.
Matt, as Fikiri expressed, to hear Roosevelt Skerrit talk about accountability and transparency, it's really a joke. It's really a flipping joke, because if Roosevelt Skerrit wanted to be transparent about that situation, he wouldn't tell us who authorized the issuance of those Dominican passports to people in the Citizenship by Investment program. Who authorized them? Those that failed the due diligence test. They failed it, yet someone in authority authorized them to issue that passport. Is it the head of immigration? Is it someone higher than the head of immigration? Where does it start? Who? Does it start with Mr. Skerrit? Is it the Minister of Security? These are the questions we need answered. Who? Who issued it? They failed the due diligence, and yet they got citizenship by investment and got a passport issued. That is where we need to look, Matt. We need to uncover it Mr. Skerritt, you want to be transparent? Tell us who. And don't do them like they did the lady in Castle Bruce, made her take a high false view in regard to the diplomatic association with Syria. Enough said, Matt.
All right, Matt, to solve the problem, all this problem, the Prime Minister and all his ministers need to resign. You can tell he's lying. Somebody says 449-3095-96 and 97. Oh, sugar coating at this time. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes,
Yeah, Matt, it's me again. Matt, and as I was saying, some people say, oh, but Dominicans are not traveling to Norway. What that has to do with? They does not understand global geopolitics, Matt. We have criminals traveling the whole world with our passport. Matt, when a genuine or native Dominican come, Matt, can they differentiate?
No.
They have to ask you all. You remember the whole collide for what? How much hours, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Matt, so suit in Norway. That means some people say, if you are scared, what you do, you would steal too? That's the saying, eh? Suit in Norway, South Cafe. Everybody is a big bag, is a thief. Matt, you know, the U.S. has been extremely tolerant, Matt.
Oh, very tolerant, yes.
Matt, you know how many years Matt, the Senate called Skerritt and Blackmore, the State Department, the U.S. State Department, on two separate occasions, Matt. Now Skerritt saying, oh, they negotiation, they want to know what is the requirement of the U.S. for everything to go back to order. Not just if you listen to the man address. How can a man, any man should know when to stop? Even a child, they touch something, it burn them. What do you think they're touching it again?
Nope.
Why should Skerritt be so disobedient, senseless, and lack of proper judgment? No. Matty used to say on 3 occasions, oh, he's going to resign by what time? Matt, the last time that yes, Skerritt say, oh, if it's God you want me to go, I don't stay there until 2050, till my son Dimitri start making children. You heard that, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to show you, the lunatic has lost control completely of his judgment and his senses. And some people want me to be respectful, you know, polite and mild-mannered to this kind of, I got to say criminals, but I'll take that back. Matt, Dominicans, Matt, let me say what, Matt maybe is in the harm. But I believe it's in the leadership where the resistance is concerned, the problem lies. Because now everybody's afraid. For a couple of years, it brutalizing, it framing people, foreign mercenaries, disappear people, they have Navy SEALs and snipers, so they're instilling no fear in the people. Now everybody are indecisive, they don't know if they're going or if they're coming. Thompson, I hope you're working your fingers and your mouth in Washington, my brother. Dominica need a revolution, a rapid change, and seek or source some assistance, even if from the devil. We need to get rid of Satan. Thank you.
Oh boy, a lot of reactions here. Good morning. Oh boy. The Prime Minister's update was simply high wind, loud thunder, but no rain. If we are honest with ourselves, we will realize the Prime Minister is just clearing up misinformation he said last week. Or on the other hand, why would he say Dominicans can apply for visa knowing that no new visas will be issued? Let's take a phone call. Hello, talk to me. Yes,
Matt,
yes.
How does it look now?
The
How
lucky
does
guy.
it look now in lieu of the events that are upon us, that we have 3 passport agents or CBI agents in our electoral commission? How does that look? For those who are blind, now that the hammer is on us, how does it look that we have the head of our commission is an agent and 2 of the members are agents of this passport issue? How does that look, Matt? I'm asking these people to search their hearts and see, take another look, because you appear to have been blind. Enough said, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On the telephone, 449-309596, trying to get engaged there. the leader of the United Workers' Party this time. Dr. Thompson Fontaine, what do you make of Mr. Skerritt's latest statement? Are you there?
Matt, good morning to you and Merry Christmas to your listeners.
Morning to you.
Matt, yes, I am extremely disappointed by the recent statement of the Prime Minister. This is clearly an attempt to continue to deceive the Dominican public as if he knew nothing about what was coming down, as if he did not understand the proclamation the first time. It was the Prime Minister who gave misleading information to the public when he indicated that the proclamation had been suspended. I would have expected him to at least apologize to the public for that. No apology, and clearly trying to make it look as if he was correct. The fact of the matter is the Prime Minister provided wrong information to the Dominican public, and he should have owned up to it. So in that respect, I was disappointed that he did not own up to his deliberate attempt to mislead the Dominican public and made it appear as if it's the other persons who were talking up who were at fault, like myself and the lawyer, Ms. Jude from Florida and so on. So I think it's very, very unfortunate. And quite frankly, the Prime Minister has lost his moral authority to govern this country, dragging Dominica to where we are today, at odds with the United Kingdom, at odds with Norway, at odds with the European Union, at odds with the United States. We're a small country of 70,000 people. Yet we have done worse than the majority of countries in the world with many, many times our population. And it is all because of the irresponsibility of the Prime Minister. You know, Matt, I just went back online, to pull up the lawsuit that the Prime Minister filed against me. And I was just reading, I was just shaking my head. Here was all of the evidence 15 years ago that talked about the problems that we had with the CBI program. Instead of taking a decision to fix it, he tried to sue me, make it look like I was the problem, and have that situation where thousands of Dominicans have been negatively impacted. Friends will not be able to go to the United States. I think of, for example, I know that Mr. Irvin, sorry, not Dr. Pascal, Mr. Mikey Pascal has a program for high school students where high school students will be able to go to the United States to boarding school and then move on to university. All of those programs will come to a halt because of the irresponsible actions of our Prime Minister. And now he goes on radio parading as if he never knew that all of that is that he is the one trying to resolve the matters. But he's the problem. Roosevelt Skerritt is the problem in this situation. He has taken us down that path, and probably the only way to resolve this is to have him resign as Prime Minister.
You saying he should resign over this?
Yes, Matt. I mean, that rises to that level. You have jeopardized the livelihoods and the well-being of thousands of your subjects, of your population. That is what that means, We are talking about people who probably cannot get a break now to further their education, to go on to greener pastures, to work and to take care of their families and so on. Because bear in mind, there are very little opportunities in Dominica under the same Dominica Labour Party. And a large number of Dominicans have been looking as an escape route to the United States or to Canada. These are now blocked, or to the UK. These are now effectively blocked to them because of the actions of this Prime Minister. And so I think it's time that the Dominican public call for his resignation. I believe that rises to that moment that the entire population of this country should not have to bear the punishment for the irresponsible behavior of one man, because that is what is happening.
But Thompson, you did indicate though that you were on your way to Washington early next month.
Correct, Matt. I certainly plan to do that, put it in place to be able to go and speak to the authorities there in Washington. And let me make it very clear, Matt, I'm not going to negotiate on behalf of the government. That is not my place to negotiate. I'm going in there as the leader of the main opposition party in Dominica, who is concerned about what is going to happen to Dominicans, who is very much concerned about the implications of this action by the U.S. on Dominica in a short to medium term, including, Matt, the prospect of having a dire economic impact on the people of Dominica. So it's from that view that I am going, because I see this beyond. I mean, right now we are focused on the visa, the green card, and so on, but it goes way beyond that. Because as soon as this becomes, if that becomes permanent, if that becomes longer term, it will have a negative impact on tourist arrivals in Dominica. Bear in mind, the majority of tourists coming to Dominica from the U.S.
But would you be asking the officials there in Washington what would be a solution going forward in terms of,
Absolutely, we must discuss possible solutions. Although I suspect they will want to insist that it is the CBI that is the problem. And you heard the Prime Minister saying, for example, that they're only concerned about the residency criteria. That is not the case. If you read the entire proclamation, they talk about the vetting process. They talk about lack of due diligence. They talk about the potential for money laundering. All of those that the US have about our CBI program. And we know for a fact that the CBI laundering issue is a big one. Why, for example, that the government of Dominica has problems bringing its own money into the banks? Why it was that banks in the past, especially the bank that left some time ago, faulted the government of Dominica and said they were not handling any more transactions for the government of Dominica. Why is that? This is reckless behavior. So beyond the issue of residency, you have the fact that the CBI program has been used, potentially can be used as money laundering, and banks will dive in for cover, and these are the kind of issues that the Prime Minister has failed to address, and which he must address. And I suspect that until and unless he does so, we'll continue to have this issue.
Well, you of course, he brought up the issue of transparent with the U.S. government. He has been, and I know you have a matter in court addressing this very same situation that's coming up sometime in January.
Yes, Matt, on the 26th of January, we will be back in court on this very important matter, because what this court matter seeks to do is to get accountability from the government and also for them to act, because we are asking the court specifically to compel the Prime Minister of Dominica and the Minister of Finance to, according to our constitution, allow every single cent raised in revenue by this government to come fully consolidated fund, and to stop the practice of giving Dominica's money away to foreigners, as is done in the case of MMC and other agents who are in possession of the money of Dominica. That all of these monies should come to the consolidated fund. The second thing that this court case is attempting to do is to get clarity for the Dominican public. We are asking the court to force the government to reveal the details of the contractual arrangements between the government of Dominica and the MMC. For example, under what rule, under what premise is MMC allowed to hold literally millions of Dominican dollars and then give it to our country as they see fit?
Would you say, Thompson, as a wrap-up, would you say this matter with the U.S. is almost like a blessing in disguise for your matter in the court?
Matt, I don't want to gloat about this, because that is not a gloating matter, simply because it impacts Dominica in a way that is not good. The fact that we have to pay for the sins of the Prime Minister is terrible. It's a terrible cost for us, so I don't want to gloat about it. I believe that we were very clear from the very beginning that we had a very strong and compelling case, because the CBI is a matter for Dominica. It's our passport that is at the center of this whole issue, and we've always maintained that. So, we'll see how the case comes on, but all of that scrutiny, I believe, is ultimately helpful to us, because it goes down to what we have been saying, what we have been asking. Because up to now, the Dominican public are in the dark. We still don't know how many passports have been issued by this government. We don't know how much money has been made from the issuance of those passports. We still don't know where in God's name is our money. literally tens of millions of dollars of Dominican money outside there somewhere. Where is it? We need to find that out. So I'm hopeful that whatever help we can get, by developments will help the Dominican public get the answers that they deserve. But we deserve those answers, and we're going to get it one way or the other.
Again, you're reviewing that statement you made this morning. You're saying Mr. Skerrit should resign over this.
Absolutely, Matt. I am calling as leader of the United Workers' Party. I'm calling for the resignation of the Prime Minister of Dominica, Roosevelt Skerrit. I believe that he's imposed enough pain and suffering on the people of Dominica. When you look at this in its totality, when you look at this is just the most recent pain that has been expended upon the people of Dominica. When you add that to the economic pain, the mismanagement of the economy, the fact that thousands of Dominicans have been plunged into poverty, the inability to take care of the young people of this country, spiraling crime, 22 murders in 1 year, increasing violence, our country in disarray, our city in complete mess. What we have is a completely dysfunctional prime minister who has been, over the many years, have used the opportunity as the prime minister to enrich himself, to build mansion after mansion, to take care of himself at the expense of the majority of Dominicans, to the extent where we are facing another year-end, another Christmas, where Dominicans are in peril, where Dominicans are suffering, where Dominicans are getting increasingly poor. That is the legacy of this prime minister. He's done absolutely nothing good to promote this country, and whatever good he may have done is completely lost under the weight of what we're seeing today. The poverty, the crime, now the sanctions from every single country across the world. We are a smaller country, and yet we're taking all of this. We are going through all of this because of the irresponsibility of this prime minister. It's about time that this shifts from the people to the prime minister. He's the one at stake. He's the one that has put us into that position. Let him go. And maybe when he goes, we'll see some clarity. We'll get some light will shine on Dominica. But until then, as long as this prime minister remains, I can only see increasing poverty, increasing sanctions from the world, increasing violence in this country, continued breakdown in our society. Nothing good, Matt, can come out of this prime ministership. We have seen it. It has been deliberate over the years, and it's getting worse and worse as we go.
Thompson Fontaine. Thank you.
Approaching another one, and it's still happening.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, now we can take some more phone calls. I know a lot of people have been trying to call in there. Again, 449-3095-96 and 97. Back to you there, 929. Hello.
Matt, morning.
Morning to you, morning.
Matt, the two people that spoke the right thing, Dr. Thompson Fontaine and the lawyer, Mr.
Joshua Francis, yes.
Dr. Francis. The labor rights not going to believe them, you know. No matter what their leader say, they're going to believe their leader. All wrong thing he's saying to them, they believe in him. They believe in him more than Jesus Christ. So let us see what's happening. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Yeah, Matt, just quickly. Skerrit will not voluntarily resign. Skerrit needs to be removed by any means necessary. Matt, if you dug yourself into a hole in your attempt to escape, Matt, you know not the geographic position where you will land. Matt, what you should stop do.
You know the answer to that.
Digging.
Yeah, of course.
Stop digging. Skerrit logic is the deeper he dig, is the safer he is. Matt, I am just saying, Matt, soberly. Matt, this is not a joke. A lot of people make it a label on UWP and Skerrit and
Thompson, it was Linton and Edison. Matt, Dominica is not in the equation. You know, in all that argument, Dominica is not in the equation, Matt.
St. Dominica not in the okay.
Yeah, because all the talk we're talking about individuals, that whole position, that one position, Dominica is not being taken into consideration. And Matt, the Chinese are there with that termitis disease they bring into Dominica, eating us from inside out. And we're there just waiting when the house falls. Guess what? They are the victors. Matt, I'm just saying Dominicans need to really, and I listen to Thompson quickly, Matt. Doc, you're brilliant on the question Matt asked you. No need to gloat over the woes that has been fallen on the country and the people. So I want you to continue to be sober. No more wash your foot and come statement and thing like that. But I want to tell you, do what you have to do, my brother. And my eyes is on you. I still have some confidence that you can do something and assist us. And Dominicans, get ready to fight to save your country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 449-309-596. Let's go to the telephone and do that quickly. We don't have too much time. We have a stop coming up. Hello, yes. Hello. Nobody there. Let's try another call. Are you there, caller? Yes, please.
Yeah, Matt, I am always there.
Yeah, I see that you're a lucky guy.
Yeah, Roosevelt Skerrit has gloated about certain things in recent times, particularly his approximately $100,000 car. And in that statement that he made, he was joking or whatever. He told us, by the way, that was a gift to the Prime Minister's office. But he never told us who gave that gift. Mr. Skerrit, Matt, I would like you to ask Mr. Skerrit who gave that gift, because if it is MMCE, that gift is CBI money. So, Mr. Skerrit, don't try to turn us around. If MMCE was the one who gave that gift, CBI money, and if not, then tell us who. We need to know. We as the public need to know what gift the Prime Minister is getting. Thank you, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. 449-309-596 and 97. Hello, on the telephone, yes?
Wow, this morning I'm lucky. And if that gift is to the Prime Minister office, I hope when he's going, he leave it right there. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Matt. Somebody saying all this long explanation does not change the fact that Dominicans traveling to the U.S. countries are now under serious scrutiny, which is so embarrassing. So let's see if we can take more. Of course, there are a lot of voice notes as well. Let's see if we can go through a few of them. And before we make our stop, let's see if we can play this one there. Good morning.
Matt?
Yes.
I'm listening to Thompson, and that's the way to go for right now. Matt, let me say, I've always maintained and continue to say, Skerrit is not fit to lead. He was not fit to lead, present and future, Matt. Okay? And the past, he was never prepared to lead. That is the reason why Dominica in the state that it's in. And so much have been lost. All right? Thompson just mentioned what Skerrit got on the podium and lying to the people continuously. Matt, I've read about 6-7 articles on that a proclamation that America just cut loose on Dominica, right? And vetting, like Thompson just mentioned, was one of them. And Skerrit is not mentioned in that. The passport scandal is what has Dominica in that situation where it is. On top of that, in bed with China, okay? Now, there is a travel advisory on Dominica also. One of the articles that I read in the last week, okay? Another thing, there is an initiative coming down that they're going to start looking at people, naturalized citizens, i.e. the crime, the past, how they got their papers and everything. So a lot more people going to fall into that trap. That's coming down in the new year when January falls into place. All right? Now, All what we've been talking about that has taken place, Matt. I heard my brother Blessing a while ago made a statement. You take a child and let them touch a hot stove, they won't touch it again. But Skerrit, in his arrogance and ignorance, think he's slicker than grease. He could fool everybody except himself. But that's what he's doing. He's fooling the people of Dominica, and now they're going to pay the price. All right? What this guy has done is leaving a glass house and he's throwing stones. He's throwing stones at the penitentiary, so to speak. That's a parable I'm giving you there. And he think he could get away with it. Matt, Dominica has been warned time and time and time again. This is not new. They warn you from England, warn you from Canada, warn you from all kind of places, and you continue to do the same thing. To Blessing point that he say, well, people think he should this, that, and that. Matt, what people want, people like you, Blessing, Thompson, anybody else on the island who's speaking out against the government, is to cover. They want you to be fearful like themselves. They don't want you to speak out. They want you to just hush your mouth and let the country go to hell in a handbasket. But let me tell them again, they would have been glad today if there were more people like Blessing, you, everybody who's calling against this government for years. Because this is why we are in the state that we are in, man. Because when you cover, you allow things to go on. But I'm going to let you know some more later on, my friend. I'm listening.
Matt, I hope you can play that audio. Matt, I don't know why we've been so nice and kind, like as if it's a government that have been doing the right thing when come by law and order of this country, you know. Everything that government have put its hands on is something negative and it's bad for us as a people, you know, globally, you know, my brother. Now no time to be listening to them stuff. Now it's time to ask for the prime minister and his government to resign and get out of office and give people that have the right mindset that put people first and country first and follow the rules of law to govern this beautiful island, you know. We have had that problem for years, my brother. Now we talking and we talking still. It was with the European Union, it was England, it was this, it was that. It's not just America. Right now, America put it foot, so we kind of are on it again. But how many other issues, negative issues for this country globally? And we just listen. And now it's time to ask for resignation. Now it's time for them people to leave because we gave them a job to do. And they have been failing us year after year, election after election. We all know what's been going on. It's time for us to say what it is and be honest. When people do crimes and people do wrong, they are charged. They are arrested. They have a responsibility to give us a reason for the actions and pay the price. It's time to get it. We're talking too nice about this and that, bro. People should demand a resignation of the government because it's gonna listen. If America stop us from sending the little money we're sending home to do stuff for family and friends, bro, all you'll understand what time it is, you know, it's getting there. All you have to put all your foot on the ground and ask the Prime Minister and his crew to resign because they're not giving us any good explanations and there's no way. When you listen to them, no way, nothing of value to deal with the situation. And none of them have ever been dealt with. Look at Ross University. Up to now, you can't get anything going on. So many things that were promises after they cause problems and cause the Dominica to go back to 25 years. Anyway, Matt, it's up to you all, man.
All right, sir. Mr. Albino, I'm seeing your comments on Facebook. Do you really think of what you say before you say what you say? What do you mean what Thompson is going to do in Washington? Al. Count to 10 before you speak, my brother. Or call Labor Queen. She has a message for you. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Hey, Matt, good morning.
Morning to you, my brother. How you doing?
Matt, first of all, Matt, you got to give me a number for a priority line like Blessing on them, man.
Well, the guys are lucky. I have no priority numbers. I don't know.
Matt, listen, I heard Joshua speak of something of unscrupulous CBI agents. And this is something that we must not trivialize. Matt, there was a case in Antigua where a CBI agent took the government to court. And she did that on the basis, when she applied for CBI citizenship, she got back to them and said, look, disregard my application because I am wanted. Okay? If police want me, I'm a wanted person. Disregard my application. And they said to her, don't worry, we'll get by around that, man. And they granted her citizenship. And after they granted her citizenship and the information became public that she was wanted, they tried to revoke her and tried to deport her from Antigua, and she took them to court. And I think she's probably somewhere in Antigua up to this day. Nobody's able to touch her because she took them to court, and this matter is not yet gone all its way out. And as a person who said to them, I forget about my application because I am wanted. And I am just adding that to what Joshua said of corrupt CBI agents who will know that there's something wrong, but because of extra law, they will grant your citizenship and put the whole country in disrepute. Okay? So people who think that Joshua is just saying something out of the book, out of the wild, no, those are reality. Those are things that have already happened. All right? Good morning.
Good morning to you too. Good morning. 449-3095-96 and 97. Let's take a quick break. We'll come right back, Dominica. This is Q95, of course.
Not one, not two, but 3 dynamic Christmas loans just for you.
Central welcomes you to a December to remember.
Christmas Mortgage Solution. Raleigh Central Christmas Vehicle Loan. CCCUL. Festive Season Loan. All at low monthly payments. Affordable interest rates per month. 3 amazing loans just for you. Let's make this December one you'll remember. Call our loans department at 767-275-5902 or 767-275-2891. To make appointments today or visit our website, mycccuL.com. Promotion runs from now to January 9, 2026. Terms and conditions apply.
Merry Christmas
from all of us.
This Christmas, it's all about real connections and real rewards with Digicel. Sign up for the fast, reliable home internet this Christmas.
And here's the best part: when you sign up,
you're in to win amazing prizes this Christmas. We're talking smart TVs, smart appliance, shopping vouchers, smartphone, turkeys, and more. So don't wait, get connected today and feel the magic of a truly connected Christmas. Digicel home internet, real connections, real rewards. Better connected this Christmas.
Sunrise Airways is connecting the OECX. Fly to and from Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts, and Antigua with seamless onward connections. Enjoy competitive fares and the best in travel. Book now at sunriseairways.net or with your travel agent. Sunrise Airways, One Caribbean. We fly to connect people. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sunrise Airways.
Not one, not two, but 3 dynamic Christmas loans just for you.
Central welcomes you to a December to remember.
Christmas Mortgage Solution. Raleigh Central Christmas Vehicle Loan. CCCUL. Festive Season Loan. All at low monthly payments. Affordable interest rates per month. 3 amazing loans just for you. Let's make this December one you'll remember. Call our loans department at 767-275-5902. or 767-275-2891 to make your appointment today or visit our website, mycccuL.com. Promotion runs from now to January 9, 2026. Terms and conditions apply.
Merry Christmas
from all of us at Central.
All right, Dominica, 449-3095-96 and 7. Oh, a lot of phone calls coming at this time. Let's take our final voice note for the morning before we join our friends from the Muslim store this morning. Stick around.
Matt, good morning.
Good morning to you.
And
yeah.
Good morning to all Dominicans. Matt, this is the Christmas season. Today is Christmas Eve. But here we are troubled as Dominicans, can't even eat the ham that Roosevelt Skerrit has given to the people. That ham is stuck with a lump in the people's throats. Because why? This man is the Grinch who has stolen Christmas from Dominicans. He has introduced elections in December. Now it seems that the mark of the beast, 666, is handed down by Roosevelt Skerrit on a time when we should be celebrating the birth of Christ, when we should be about our ram, our sorrel, our soup, baking that scrumptious cake, fruit cake, boiling that sorrel. Here we are discussing country, serious issues of country. Here we are upset for the Christmas season. We can't even celebrate our Christmas season. Yeah. And Mr. Skerrit, he comes like the MacGyver he is, the King MacGyver yesterday, trying to pull wool over Dominicans' eyes again. Matt, this man, I don't know. But Matt, you asked about, what is new. Mm-hmm. Well, let me give my little piece to it. Mr. Skerrit, the contention of the issue has never been whether Dominicans can or cannot travel with their current visas. The crux of the contention is the fact the U.S. Embassy will not be issuing visas to Dominicans because there is a ban on Dominica effective January 1st, period. Mr. Skerrit, explain to me the rationale in your statement where you told Dominicans they can still apply for the U.S. visa, even when you are aware those visas will not be issued. So what are you saying? Those applications for the visas, they're free of charge? Are they free? So you're not even, looking at the cost factor involved. You're telling Dominicans that they can apply for the visa. So, Matt, did you hear Mr. Skerrit said the ban has not been officially lifted? So what are you saying? It is lifted locally in your MacGyver style of lies and deception? Are you telling Dominicans they can still apply for the visa? Where are they going to apply for the visa? In the Chinese embassy in Mont Daniel or the Venezuelan embassy in Dominica? Matt, this man is just crazy. You ask what is new. Yes, what is new is that he's advising Dominicans to overlook the ban and apply for a U.S. visa coming January 1st. You know what Mr. Skerrit should do in that statement, Matt? He should have tendered his resignation. What he should have told the Dominican people yesterday is that I have failed you as your prime minister and seek your forgiveness. I have taken actions that violated my oath of office and my obligations in executing my functions of governance with integrity. I no longer feel that I can hold the country hostage while it buckles to its knees. So in the season of Christmas, the best gift I can give to you, my citizens, and the nation on a whole, that has given me so much, is my humble apology. He should have tendered his resignation. And if not, if he does not want to do that, then Dominicans should be mobilizing to remove this cancer from the veins of Dominica. Thank you, Matt.
Visit Universal Elegance today, where comfort meets style. Whether you're looking to uplift your living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bathroom, we've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well.
Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in, your dream room awaits you.
Universal Elegance.
Locally born, locally grown.
The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for home. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for vehicles. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance. The place to shop for appliances. Universal Elegance. Universal Elegance.
Where am I going to find a necklace to match that dress? What do you mean where? Girl Muslim store. Where? You think I have $1 million to spend, man, my girl? No, girl, the Muslims have a wide variety of beautiful, luxurious, and affordable jewelry. Necklaces, rings, watches, earrings in gold, silver, and even gold filled. Plus, there's a 35% discount on all jewelry. All that then. Girl, hurry up, they're closing for 30. Visit us today on 18 Old Street, Roseau. Muslim store, locally born, locally grown.
Let's say good morning to our friends here from the Muslim store. Season greetings to you guys. How you doing? Ladies first. Amen.
Good morning, Matt. How are you?
Good morning to you. Sounding bright and in the Christmas. You've seen Christmas, huh?
Not
yet.
Not this year.
Not this year. Okay, all right. All my friend.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Christmas is a feeling. You don't have to get anything to, celebrate Christmas, do you?
Well, that's your opinion. I know you're getting a lot.
So what's happening at the Muslim store?
Yeah, we have a lot going on. First of all, let me just express these seasonal greetings to all your listeners, and gratitude to you for having us as always, We appreciate that. So to all, we have a great sale going on down at the Universal Elegance store.
A sale?
Yes, we have an end of year sale going on now at the Universal Elegance store. As we speak, and it's across all 3 branches. Whichever branch you want, whatever you need, whether you need your car accessories, we have a sale down there. Whether you need appliances, we have it down there. Whether you need home decor, we have it down there. So whatever you need, we have a sale going on. And right now, I'm going to give you guys some details. So just in at the Universal Elegance Appliances branch, we have the brand new 85-inch. That is a massive TV. 85-inch TCL 85 P8K Smart QLED TV. This massive 85-inch 4K displays stunning picture quality with rich colors, sharp detail, and immersive sound, giving you a true cinema experience at home. It's priced at $5,500, but right now, and this is what I want you guys to understand. Right now, you can get a 20% off this TV. In fact, not just this TV. In fact, all our TVs at Appliances branch are 20% off. So we have sizes ranging from 32-inch, 40-inch, 43-inch, 50-inch, 75-inch, and of course, the one I just mentioned, which is 85 inches. So if you need a TV, we have a 20% discount on all TVs. Another thing to advise you guys, we have time to upgrade your wrist. All watches are 40% off. So let me repeat that. All our watches are 40% off. Shop a wide selection of trusted brands, including Invicta, Citizen, Elgin, Sunburn, Casio, and more. Stylish, bold, and reliable timepieces now at unbeatable prices. So that's 40% off all our watches, all our timepieces, okay? Another thing we have is 30% off all perfumes. So find your signature scent with 30% of all perfumes from well-known favorites like Hugo Boss, Calvin Klein, Burberry Weekend, Acqua di Como, Diesel, David Beckham, Perry Ellis, 360 Red, to Lively Paris from Canada and Italy, Yachtman Red, and many, many, many more. I mean, I couldn't even really mention all of them. We just have a whole range, and they are all 30% off all perfumes. So check that out. Another thing we have discounts on is jewelry. We have 45% off all jewelry. So, it's that time of year you might want to buy a nice chain for your madam. You might want to buy a piece of jewelry for your son, your husband, whatever. Add a sparkle to any occasion with 45% off all jewelry. Choose from elegant gold pieces, including 3-piece wedding sets, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, and chains in both big and small sizes. We also carry sterling silver chains, bracelets, anklets, earrings, and other stylish jewelry options, all deeply discounted. Excuse me. And another thing we have discounts on is sewing machines for home and creative products. Enjoy 20% off all sewing machines. So that is 20% off all your sewing machines, including the popular and reliable Singer M1150. Excuse me, one of our customer favorites at the appliances branch. So people come down to the appliances branch. We have a whole range of discounts there for you. And I've only just mentioned a few things. If you come down, you're going to see a whole lot more. I'm going to hand you over to my colleague who's going to update you on what we have at Homes.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, listeners.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
Is that a new look?
Yes, it's a new look.
All right.
We have a big excitement going on at Homes, and as you know, the holiday is tomorrow, and our main focus is our bedroom center.
Mm-hmm.
So in frames, we have a full, as some of you may know,
Mm-hmm.
double. They call it double. So full or double, twin, queen, and king. They come in the form of wood, but mostly natural wood. They also come in leather, and the colors are pink, gray, off-white, and orange. You can also get them mixed, like a combination of leather and wood. So to make the season special for you guys, the twins will be sold at 1,200, full will be sold at 1,004, queen sold at 1,006, and king sold at 1,008. So just consider them almost half off. Then we have a super special deal on wardrobes, 2-door, 3-door, and 4-door, 20% off. Some is designed to only hang clothes, some is for both shelves and hanging. They also come with an extra detachable top that can be used for more storage. We have a little deal for you guys. So after the 20%, we subtract $500. So for example, you buy a wardrobe for $2,750, 20% off would be $2,200. Then we subtract $500. The final price will be $1,700. So big happenings are at Homes. We have 30% off on mattresses, and naturally sheets come in, so you can get sheets for as low as $100. So come down to our home store, guys, and get all your bedroom needs.
Okay, let's continue. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, of course, to wrap it up here with the Muslim store. Stick around, Dominica. This is Q95. I will stop with the Muslim store.
To remodel your home? Visit Universal Elegance today, where comfort meets style. Whether you're looking to uplift your living room, bedroom, kitchen, or bathroom, we've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics, to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well. Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in, your dream room awaits you.
Universal Elegance.
Look at the born, look at the grown.
The place to shop for home.
Let's go back to our team here from the Muslim store this morning as they wrap up this, of course, season greetings program there on December 24th. We have big sales taking place at the Muslim store. Back to you.
Definitely. As I said, we have a great end of year sale. So we want to invite everybody down, regardless of what you need, whether it's homes, whether it's appliances. But let me advise you what we have at engineering. So at engineering, you can enjoy 25% of all tires, whether it's a bike tire, car, SUV, truck, or bus. We have 25% off on all tires. We also have 35% off on all rims. Again, we have 15-inch rims. We have 17, 18-inch rims, whether it's for your small Suzuki Swift, whether it's your Boss, your SUV. We have rims to suit your car. All right. We also have a 25% discount on all power action tools. So from reciprocating saws, cordless drills, demolition breakers, anything you need as a contractor, whether you're doing yard work, whether you're doing plumbing, construction, anything you need, we have 25% off on all power tools. We also have 25% off on all vehicle lubricants. So if it's time to service your car, you need to change your oil, come down, you can buy a fresh oil from us and we give you a generous 25% discount. We have oil filters to fit all types of vehicles and everything you need. We also have sound systems with a 25% off on all car stereos and speakers. So if you come down, check out our audio pipe range. We have everything from amplified car subwoofer enclosure speakers, powerful bass performance that was originally priced at $800, now discounted by 25%. So if you come down to our engineering branch, anything you need, you're going to get. And before I go, I just want to remind you guys, we have a big sale going on at all 3 branches. Don't forget to check out our appliances branch. We also have big discounts on laptops. Any laptop priced at over $3,000, we will give you a whole $1,000 off. You heard that correctly. So if it's priced at over $3,000, we give you $1,000 off. If it is priced at between $2,000 and $3,000, we give you $750 off. And if it is priced below $2,000, we give you $500 off. I don't think you're going to get a deal like that anywhere, not just in Dominica, on earth. So come down and check us out. We have a whole set of discounts for you. We have everything you need. Once again, Matt, thank you.
All right, and season greetings to you and your staff. Thank you.
Season's greetings to you as well.
Bye-bye.
Yes,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You've got all the perfect pieces to transform your space. From cozy sofas, elegant dining sets, home electronics to home appliances. But that's not all. We've got a lot of amazing deals and prices for you as well. Hurry in today at Universal Elegance. Call us at 448-5100 or visit our appliance department at 45 Great George Street, opposite the Austin's University, or our homes department next to the Green Supermarket. Also, you can shop online at www.buymuslims.com. Come in. Your dream.
All right, Dominica, our next up here is with Jolly's Superstore. Well, we'll continue with the conversation at this time. Good morning, Mr. Hillary Schillenford on the telephone at this time. How are you doing, sir? I know you are you're eager to join the conversation that's going on here with this visa scandal. Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Yes, Matt.
Yes.
It's just sad.
It's sad.
The Prime Minister trying to take Dominicans for fools again. You know, Matt, it seems like the Prime Minister will stop at nothing. Matt, Dominica under scrutiny again. Europe will put Dominica under visa restriction. Matt, I listened to the program, I listened to the speech or the address from the Prime Minister, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the Prime Minister was saying absolutely nothing, Matt. Telling people you can apply for a visa. But within the next 3 months or 90 days, you cannot get a visa. Matt, it is clear that this is as a result of the actions of the Prime Minister and his CBI agents and the Minister of National Security, Matt. It is clear that it is as a result of the actions. Matt, you know something that was interesting while Joshua Francis was speaking, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Matt, when I listen to Joshua Francis, Matt, I can hear in his voice Prime Minister material, Matt. Somebody who cares about the people of Dominica. Somebody who understands diplomacy. Somebody who understands the ramifications of our actions, Matt. Probably the Prime Minister, it seems like he doesn't understand what Dominicans going through because he will be able to fly to America anytime. Matt, I want to commend Joshua Francis for a presentation, an almost perfect presentation, Matt. Matt, I didn't hear all of Thompson Fonte, but what I heard from him was excellent as well, Matt. So it clearly shows that Dominica has leaders. We have leaders in Dominica, man. It's just a matter of Dominicans putting their thinking cap on and realizing that Roosevelt Skerrit has no interest in the people of Dominica. Roosevelt Skerrit is only about himself. But when you look at the situation now as it stands, not the business people that want to do business in America, we'll have serious problems, Matt. Matt, and when I listen to the conversation, it brings my mind back to the electoral reform. And the members of the electoral reform and the agents on the electoral reform commission, Matt. And the most notorious people with our visa, with our passport, Matt.
Are you there? I suspect we have lost you there on WhatsApp. Oh, we're reconnecting at this time.
What CBI agents?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah, you're making a point about the CBI agents.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yes, I'm saying you're making a point
Right.
about.
If you look at the CBI agents who are on the commission,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at the notorious criminals who have Dominica passports, for example, Pedro Fort, Monfared, check their documentation and see if it's not coming directly from the CBI agents, man, from the electoral commissioners, man. Man, it clearly shows that these guys will sell their country for some money. And that is the problem Dominicans are facing, is as a result of greed. But I can tell you, Hillary Shillingford, can tell you that I saw the due diligence of Pedro Fort. And he failed the due diligence, man. He failed the due diligence. Yet still, he was granted a passport after paying some $5 million to an agent.
You say $5 million? $5
million EC dollars. I saw Pedro Fort due diligence document, Matt. I saw it. It was shown to me, for that matter. And I'm saying to you that when that man can easily, from one word, instruction from one man, and the man receive his passport, Dominica is doomed. If Dominicans do not do what they have to do to take that corrupt administration off the backs of the country, Dominica will fail, and they'll fail miserably. I want to commend people like Joshua Francis for his stern contribution. Thompson Fontaine for looking out for the people of Dominica. And all the other leaders, people like Lennox Linton, who has fought hard for this country against those criminals. I want to urge them to continue to fight for Dominica. That's my contribution, man.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hillary Shillingford. We're going to take a break. We'll take a phone call. We'll take a break for Jolly's Pharmacy. Are you there, caller? Oh, sorry about that. 449-3095-9697. Hello, yes?
Matt, good morning to you, your listeners at home and abroad.
Good morning to you, sir.
And of course, happy Christmas Eve to everybody at home and abroad. I just heard Hillary. I think he always make a very good contribution on the issue. The passport matter, the visa issue will not go away because it is a troubling matter for Dominicans at home and Dominicans abroad. And I called already, I said there, I was speaking to a lady who has a daughter son in the United States, and the daughter was trying to come for Christmas and to spend the Christmas and New Year's with her, but she told her that in light of what is happening, do not take chances. And I was in a barber shop last night, and then they were playing the Prime Minister's address, and the people there in the barber shop, the young men, were saying, but what is he talking about? Because present visa holders and green card holders are not affected in terms of the proclamation, but it is right there. So they're saying, but why the Prime Minister is coming to address the nation on that when that is part of the proclamation? They give the impression as if, well, he negotiated something new and there's a relief and so forth. And at the same time, he made mention of you can apply for your visa, you can apply for your green card. You know, that takes a process. So January 1st is just a couple days away. So even if you apply now, the chances are you may be denied and so forth. In fact, some people in the shop were saying, but why they don't want to hear him, and so forth. And I think that the Prime Minister was wise, because he's Prime Minister for 20 or so years. And he has not created any positive impact as far as the CBI program is concerned. I mean, he was warned. We ourselves from the Freedom Party end said that the CBI program could be a good program, but it has to be done properly. And there must be what you call not joke or friendship, due diligence. That will be serious due diligence, and you don't put friendship in that. I think it's not good, it's not good, it's good, it's good, and so forth. He did not listen. We went on to say from the Freedom Party end that the CBI program, as it is now called, could be icing on the cake. But you do what you call a homegrown program for your economy and so forth, agriculture, tourism, and so on. And then the CBI is just icing on the cake. But to have caused the country to have about 60 or so % of its, revenue depend on the CBI is really shows that somebody has been sleeping on the wheel and they're not being driven properly. But if you look at the bulk of the tourism that's come to us, it's from North America and Europe and so forth. And therefore, the US dollars play a significant role in the Caribbean and Dominica, and the EC dollar is pegged to the US dollar. So the EC dollar has been stable for quite some time because it is pegged to the US dollar. So a lot of our movement or development and so on has to do with the United States of America. And Matt, the sad thing about that, if the Prime Minister was serious about wanting to do something, he would put together a committee or a team of persons, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and a few other persons who have diplomatic experience. I know we have Hubert Charles here. We have other persons here who have been PSCs and have some influence. That they put that team together, so there could be a concentrated negotiation on the matter, and at the same time, the CBI program will be addressed, and what is considered in the United States would be looked at, would be changed, fixed, and so on, so the matter can be resolved. But to come on the radio and attempt to fool people and come as if you're a hero and you call the United States of America and you call the State Department and so on, and then they have now put in visa holders and green card holders can go. That is in the proclamation. I don't know why the Prime Minister is coming to give that as an address that he succeeded on something. I think he's wasting time. He's making this thing a joke and so on. And therefore, the people of Dominica have been affected. And I can tell you, as we go by, it will become even worse. And when we started the CBI program, the Dominica Freedom Party, not the CBI, it was the Civil Investment Program. The idea was to bring foreign exchange, manufacturing activities, so we could take advantage of the OECS and CARICOM market in what we produce, to expand our hotel rooms and so forth, and to create jobs. That was the objective of the CBI. You have to come to Dominica as an investor or person interested, know the country, spend a couple of days to be interviewed so that the proper due diligence can be done. You will stay in a hotel, so you pay. You ride a taxi, you pay. You would eat a food in a restaurant, you pay, and so on. So you spend some money in the country. You want to become a citizen of. Nowadays, people will carry the passport outside. You don't have to come, you just apply. And then the greed for money takes over, and somebody travel now to deliver your passport. There was a case where the Prime Minister traveled to deliver a passport. Can you imagine a Prime Minister is traveling to deliver a passport and so forth, and all the persons doing the same thing over passport? That tells you that this country is not a serious country. Our leadership are just jokers. They do things for themselves and not the needs of the country. And another big thing, Matt, when a leader who leads a country and want to good for the country can send his wife to make babies in the United States, so they have citizenship of the United States and so forth, and bypass his own country. Just like, for example, you have your hospital, you don't equip it, so it happens to you and you can fly. But the ordinary man and woman in the country and the children will go at the hospital and they get no proper service, or very little service, because you don't have the medicine, you don't have the facility and so forth. It tells you that these are not leaders that are interested in the country and its people. These are leaders who are interested in themselves. And the faster we can, as a people, mobilize ourselves around the country, all 21 constituencies, and to tell the government that what you are doing is not in our interest, and therefore we want people who can do better than you are doing, Mark, our country will continue to drag into the drain.
All right, thank you. On that note, On that note, we're gonna of course give you some music from the Dice latest, and then we'll get to Jollies. Stick around.
Joyful time for all of us. Gratitude is a must. We still are telling Santa Claus for no one for Christmas. There's things I know I can do without for Christmas. Just give me the things I really need for Christmas. Too blessed to be stressed. Jack who's left around, but still there's things I don't want for Christmas. I don't want no history in the family. No gossiping, grudging, or bragging about money. Pull your belly, drink and be merry. It's all about family and the friends them around me. Sing a joyful song and let's have some fun. Get the perfect today, drink some rum. A Christmas celebration till Santa Eve comes this Christmas. Don't want no inconvenience. You hear me? Joyful time for all of us. Gratitude is a must. Instead of telling Santa Claus, no one for Christmas. There's things I do I can do without for Christmas. Just give me the things I really need for Christmas. Too blessed to be stressed. Jack would bless the wrong girls. But still there's things I don't want for Christmas. Alright, alright. Whenever it's Christmas time, you have to spend money. Bringing cheer to everyone, not for nothing. Into the needy. Go ahead and share with somebody. Get something for your son or daughter, the girlfriend or the wife. A blessing atmosphere that comes once a year. People walk in and buying. Give me share a Christmas celebration till Santa Eve comes. I don't wanna be rough when Christmas time come and gone. Ho, 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 ho. Joyful time for all of us. Gratitude is a must. Instead of telling Santa Claus no one for Christmas. There's things I know I can do without for Christmas. Just give me the things I really need for Christmas. Too blessed to be stressed. Jack would nest around. But there's things I don't want for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody! Joyful time for all of us. Gratitude is a must. Instead of telling Santa Claus, no one. Just things I do I can do without for Christmas. Just give me the things I really need for Christmas. Too blessed to be stressed. Jack would nest around us. But still there's things I don't want for Christmas. Woke up this morning feeling risky. I had the intentions to call it sick, but I end up in Jolly's pharmacy. And down to the street, Jolly's fix some my immune system. Me feeling fit and strong now. I'm ready to work like it's on any mission. If you see me again, Jolly's pharmacy is number one. Jolly's again. We cater for everyone. Jolly's again. The immune system. Jolly's again. Yo, Dominic, it's about Father Box. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jolly's Pharmacy. They boost me up real quick. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Introducing Jolly's Pharmacy, brand new website, www.jollys.tm. It's your time to jump the line. Shop now at jollys.tm and have your items delivered in the comfort of your office. No more standing in line. No need to use your lunch hour to shop. Hassle-free shopping, safe and secure. Jollys.tm features rush delivery, 1 hour. In-store pickup, regular delivery, 5 p.m. Cut-off time, 4 p.m. It's your time to jump the line. www.jollys.tm. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Oh, and if they say convenience can make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega, 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 Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. If you're not with your social, it's to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, JP Mega, 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 Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. It's to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, what a happy place. But just stick some more any item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in Fongolle where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience.
Would you be missing the party this weekend because of that nagging cold and cough? Boost your body's immunity now by taking Feral Compound, a combination of vitamins and minerals to fight off coughs and cold, so you can be the life of the party again. Don't be restricted by those nagging coughs and cold. Take Feral today and enjoy the little joys of life. Feral Compound is for adults and children 14 years and older. Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
Experiencing muscle pains? Use Feral Mentholated Rub to treat your joints and muscular aches and pains. Get relief from backaches, strains, sprains, and arthritic and rheumatic pains, so you can continue your regular daily routines. Feral Mentholated Rub is also gentle enough to relieve coughs, colds, and nasal congestion.
Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
I had intentions to call it sick, but I end up in Jolly's Pharmacy. And I don't think I treat Jolly's system, my immune system. I'm feeling fit and strong now, I'm ready to work like it's on any mission. If you see me forget, Jolly's Pharmacy is number one, Jolly's forget. We cater for everyone, Jolly's forget. The immune system, Jolly's forget. We out Dominica is about part of box. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jolly's Pharmacy, then boost me up real quick. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare. Introducing Jolly's Pharmacy, brand new